So welcome back, Level 1 physicists and earth space scientists, starting a new standard today, the heat external, and we're going to begin by looking at the differences between solids, liquids, and gases. So these are solid, liquids, and gases are known as states of matter because all substances in the universe exist either as a solid, a liquid, or a gas. And the first one we're going to look at is solids. Okay, so in a solid, basically all the particles vibrate. They do move, but they move in the same place, in a fixed position. Okay, and they're really closely packed together. Okay, they don't, or they can't really move over each other. In a solid, they stay in place, which means that a solid has a fixed shape and also a fixed volume. And the next state of matter is a liquid. Okay, so when you add heat energy to a solid, you break down the bonds between the particles and it melts to form a liquid. Okay, so because of giving it kinetic energy, the particles are able to move a little bit more and they're able to move around each other. This is known as flow. Okay, but still the distance between the particles is about the same as that of a solid. Okay, this means they don't have a definite shape. Okay, so if you basically pour a liquid into a container, it will take the shape of that container, but they do have a fixed volume, just like a solid. And finally, we have gases. So again, when you're heating a liquid, you're providing more heat energy. It's breaking those bonds even further between the particles, and it evaporates to form a gas. Okay, so because of this, you're giving it lots of kinetic energy. The particles are able to move around very quickly, and they're separated a lot further away from each other compared to a liquid and solid. This means that a gas takes up the shape of its container and also the volume of its container. Okay, these are known as phase changes because different phases, solid, liquids, and gas, they're changing between them. Okay, so for a solid going to a gas, this is known as sublimation. A gas going down to a solid, which is quite rare, is deposition. Condensation is known as a gas going to a liquid, whereas a liquid turning into a gas is evaporation. And when a solid goes into a liquid, that's known as melting. So when ice turns into liquid water, melting ice. And then liquid going back to a solid is solidification. And all this involves the giving of heat energy, or putting heat energy into the substance, or taking heat energy away. So the next lesson we're going to look at is this idea of the relationship between this heat energy and the temperature of a particular substance or compound.